Please introduce yourself to us.
Hi, I'm Lisa Massey. I'm an instructor of accounting here at Henderson State University.
How long have you been a CPA?
I actually have been a CPA since 2006.
What do you love most about helping people understand and analyze their financials?
You know, the one thing that I really love about helping people understand their financials is helping them achieve their goals in life, whether it's for their business or for themselves personally.
What is the biggest mistake that most small business owners make when it comes to preparing or analyzing their business financial statements?
Most small business owners don't take the time to talk to experts. They talk to their friends, their relatives, and they need to talk to experts. When they talk to friends and relatives and they overestimate what they think they can earn in their business, and that leads them to downfall. What
advice would you give someone who is trying to determine the legal structure for their business?
The legal structure for your business is extremely important for your legal liabilities and also for your tax implications. So the most important thing for you to do is to find a CPA as well as an attorney that can talk to each other and you at the same time. Having that meeting of those three people can really be beneficial to you.
What are the two most important questions a small business owner should ask an accountant before hiring him or her?
Oh, that's a good one. First of all, whatever industry you're in, most accountants have expertise within certain industries. Ask if your accountant, your CPA, make sure they're a licensed CPA, has expertise within that field, because there are regulatory requirements for all fields of industry. So that's very important. Is there expertise in that field? Secondly, you need to be able to communicate with your accountant. So you need to be able to make sure that you and your accountant communicate on the same level. If you like to email, you need to make sure your accountant likes that form of communication as well.
Where can a small business owner go to learn more about new tax codes that might impact their business?
There are a ton of resources out there available to you. If email is working for you, then you can go to the IRS website, you can sign up there, there's many publications, and you can get monthly, weekly reminders about different tax law that's being enacted, so that way you can be aware of what's happening. And you can always phone your CPA.
How much should a small business budget each year towards accounting services?
Well, now that's a different one. Let's see. That depends on a lot of factors. First of all, my question would be, what industry are you in? Do you have multiple products that you're selling? Those things all factor into what it would cost you to budget in for services that you would need from an accountant. There's no one right answer for all businesses. So you would need to make sure you ask anyone that you consult with in the beginning what their charges are, what their fees are, and then go from there.
In terms of accounting, what is the largest issue facing small businesses today?
The largest issue facing small businesses today, I would say, is the do-it-yourself take on how you handle things. We all do it ourselves based on seeing TV shows that can tell us how we do everything on our own. And so a lot of small businesses will go out and buy a software package and try to do it themselves. Unfortunately, if you don't have a basic understanding of accounting, doing it yourself will just end up in a nightmare. So doing it yourself all alone and then waiting until after the tax year is over is a big problem.
How often should a small business owner meet with his or her accountant?
That depends too. Depends on a lot of things. At minimum, I would say twice a year. Once before the end of the year so that you can do some tax planning based on where you are financially prior to the end of the tax year. And then second, during the preparation of your tax return so that you can make plans for the upcoming year. So at minimum, you should be meeting twice a year.
How can a business owner best prepare for tax season?
Oh, again, tax planning. Make sure you meet with your CPA prior to the end of the tax year. Because if you meet with them after the end of the tax year, everything is done and there's nothing you can do to fix it. So make sure that you do meet with them before the end of the year.
At what point in business do you recommend a small business hire someone independent to audit their business?
Ooh, that's very interesting, because if you ask any of my students that are in my classes, I will tell you, given the opportunity, people will lie, cheat, and steal. So the most important thing is to protect all the assets in your business And what you would want to do is find out at what point are you letting go of control of those assets. When are you letting someone else pay your bills? When are you letting someone else run your payroll? And at that point, that is when you probably need to bring in someone else independent of your business to look at your financials and make sure that everything is as it should be.
What advice do you have for a small business owner who would like to grow their business?
For growing your business, first of all, you need to know where you are. You need to know the margins for the product or the service that you are providing. If you don't know that, it's going to be very difficult to grow your business. So first of all, know your margins, know where you are, understand where you are, look at your industry, know your competitors. That is the most important thing before you can even begin to grow your business.
How can a business owner best manage his or her cash flow?
Managing your cash flow. Look at it every day. Know where the money is coming from and where the money is going to. You need to look at it every day. There should not be a day that goes by that someone can't ask you what your cash balance is and you not know what it is.
Explain the importance of having an exit strategy for a business.
An exit strategy for a business. In today's world, we are fast-paced. Things change at a moment. So your customers' desires for your product or your service may disappear. So you need to have that exit strategy. You need to always be preparing for what is the next best product or service that you can sell so that you can be ready to exit the market and be able to have constant cash flow coming in from a new product or service.
What tax advice would you give someone who is trying to start a business?
Tax advice for starting a business. Know what type of entity you have set up and understand what that means for you professionally as a business owner. What does that mean? How much tax are you going to have to pay? You need to understand payroll tax. You need to understand sales tax. You need to get educated in all forms of taxes. You may not be a tax preparer, but it will impact you greatly, so you need to understand it.
Which bookkeeping software do you recommend to a small business owner?
I typically recommend QuickBooks. It's a very low cost entry into a software, usually very easy to navigate and learn, and can be set up very easily by a CPA.
Had you not chosen to become a CPA, which career path would you have taken?
Well, I actually was a CPA and I was in public accounting for several years, and I chose to actually exit that arena and go into teaching. And so I think teaching definitely would have been what I would have wanted to have done because I absolutely love the environment of teaching.
What has been your favorite summer memory so far?
My favorite summer memory would be spending time out on the water with friends and family and just relaxing, enjoying the beautiful weather we have.
We know you love to travel. What place is your favorite to vacation to?
Oh, I do love to travel. It is one of the favorite things I love to do. Unfortunately, even I as a CPA can't even figure out that budget because there's so many places I want to go to, so there's just not just one. So sorry, even I can't budget for that one.